Okay, dear students, welcome to this course on business ethics and corporate governance. So, in this particular course, we'll be, dealing with 6 modules. I'll be giving you a brief outline of the course itself, which is like 6 modules, like I told you, which would be covered in around 40 lectures. So, the first module is an introduction to business ethics. Here we would be understanding what is meant by ethics and what is exactly business ethics, and the various theories that are related to ethics, like the consequentialism concept, the non-consequentialism concept. We would be understanding as to what is Kantian ethics, and we would be learning what are the various traditional teachings of ethics, like what do the various cultures, what do the various religions talk about ethics. So all that is going to be part of module 1. From in module 2, we would be understanding as to what is consumer and environment protection. We would be understanding what are the duties and responsibilities of a consumer, what does the Consumer Protection Act say, what is the state forum, the district forum, and the national forum. Then we would also be understanding in module 2 as to what is environment protection, how do we manage waste, and basically what are the various environmental issues in the Indian context. So we would be having a clear understanding of this in module 2. In module 3, we would be understanding what is corporate governance. We would understand its meaning. We would go into the depth of Satyam scandal. We would understand the relevance of corporate governance and what are the OECD requirements. Module 4 is an extension of Module 3 only, where we will understand what are the various theories of corporate governance, like the agency theory, the stakeholder theory, shareholder theory, and we also understand the various models of corporate governance. Module 5, it talks about what is corporate social responsibility. So here we try to understand the various sustainable development goals, the 16 goals that have been given. We also understand what the triple bottom approach, or we understand what is Carroll's pyramid. So all that is going to be part of module 5. Module 6 is application of all these business ethics concepts in contemporary times. So basically that is going to be an application of these concepts in contemporary situations. So now to get you started off today, in today's class, we would be understanding as to what is business ethics. So the session today, we'll be starting off with module 1. The session cover ethics in management. What is ethics? What is business ethics? What is not business ethics? And how do corporations observe ethics in their organizations? So before I start off with this, I would like you to understand it through a video. So I'll just Okay, so if I talk about ethics in management, ethics as a discipline, as a reflective endeavor, I would call it a reflective endeavor because ethics, it involves reflection of morality, and that is why it is called as moral philosophy. It is a practice of, philosophical reflections, and it analyzes the moral judgments we make. We make a lot of, different kind of moral judgments in our life when we say that a particular thing is good or bad. It is right to do this, it is wrong to do this. We're all making moral judgments. When we do such, all these moral judgments that we tend to pass on, it is based on, several assumptions about morality, which are rooted in our culture, which are rooted in our education. And, these things that are deep rooted, they might not be permanent. They may change as we get exposed to more education, as we get exposure to new kinds of culture, as we interact with people from different backgrounds. These concepts, these assumptions, they might undergo changes. So we can be educated in ethics, and we can keep on educating ourselves through socialization process. When we go from one country to another country, when we familiarize ourselves with another society, their conventions, their customs, their traditions, we often do change or question our own assumptions, and we develop a kind of, or rather, our moral assumptions also, they undergo substantial changes. So all these are possible, but ethics as reflective endeavor involves certain, it raises certain questions about morality. We further know that ethics has been derived from the Greek word ethikos. Um, you know, um, It is derived from the Greek word that is ethikos, or the Latin word that is mors. From there we have derived this word ethics. They are terms that have to do with custom, habit, behavior. So in a very important way, we can see that historically itself these words, or rather these disciplines and these endeavors, they're associated with customs, habits, and behaviors of human beings. If we start to observe, of course, the traditional discipline, the traditional definition of ethics, we would see that it is normative science of conduct of human beings living in the society. So when we talk about normative science, it deals with certain standards. A standard of what? A standard of behavior, basically. There is a norm, or there is a standard according to which you are expected to behave. So many societies have such standards of behavior, and any deviance from the standard behavior, they're treated as to be very objectionable, sometimes punishable, and in case they involve certain very and in certain cases they can involve very serious consequences. So basically we need to know that it has been derived from the Greek word ethikos, or the Latin word mors. That is where we derive the word ethics from. And ethics as a discipline, it has got to do more with what is right or wrong, what is just or unjust, what is fair, unfair, what is good or bad. If we are giving these sort of classifications, we are basically talking about ethics. So ethics, it can further be classified into three broad categories, that is personal ethics, the business ethics, and then the various professions that have got to do with ethics. So what is personal ethics? Personal ethics is when I take into consideration what the society would take for me as an individual, whether it would judge me as a fair individual, an honest individual. I am talking about personal ethics. So when the rules of ethics, they apply to an individual's personality, like honesty, fairness, preventing harm to others. We're talking about personal ethics. What is business ethics? Business ethics is basically the application of ethics to business practices. So wherein we say a business is fair, a business is responsible towards the various stakeholders. We're talking about business ethics. We are talking about the application of ethics in the various businesses, right? So is the business talking fairly to its customers? Is it giving a deal at fair prices or not? Is it polluting the environment? We're talking about business ethics, right? And then we have different types of professional ethics. Like one, for example, is accounting ethics. So what is accounting ethics? When the concepts of ethics are being applied by professional in practicing accounting, that is called as accounting ethics. So further we see that what is ethics. So ethics, it is that branch of philosophy that, like I was telling you, it focuses on morality, the way in which moral principles are applied in daily life. It basically has to answer a fundamental question: what is fair, what is just, what is the right thing to do in this situation. So ethics, it involves an active process of applying values which may range from religious principles to customs to traditions. So like I was right now telling you people that we may change our concepts with more socialization, with more interaction with people from different backgrounds, by knowing, by visiting different countries. Our opinion about certain things to be right or wrong can be changed. So it is nothing that is permanent. It is that you evolve, you develop your knowledge about certain things as you gain more knowledge, right? As you interact with more people. So it deals with behavior, it deals with habit, because habit formation is very important in human beings and also in societies. There are certain habits which individuals have which are good, which we term as good, we term as bad, we term as right, wrong, against customs. Many of our assumptions, as I already mentioned, are based on customs, or rather, to put in another word, they're customary. And as I already mentioned, ethics is a philosophical study of morality. It involves reflection. It has to think about, conceptually analyze why certain things are right, what makes a particular action right, what makes a certain action good, or what are the criteria when we apply in order to evaluate, in order to morally evaluate a particular behavior or a particular action. So these, that is why it involves a reflection sort of thing. And every society has morals, but ethics, it's a reflective endeavor. And the kind of ethics which societies have developed, would be definitely different. It demands philosophical reflections, high philosophical. So, in that sense, we say that ethics and morality deal with certain principles that guide human behavior, and these principles, like as I already mentioned, they've evolved over a period of time, and there are several factors which might have influenced their evolution. So we will be discussing some of these things in the later lectures also, and then they try to bring out order to both individual and collective human livings, basically. So they tend to aim at addressing conflicts, to resolve conflicts, or to minimize the kind of conflicts that might evolve, that might emerge in human social living or social life. Like in the video that we just now saw, we see that basically if every individual was aiming for their own selfish urges, then we also saw in the video that there would be a possible breakdown in the society that would take place. So in order to avoid those sort of conflicts, in order to minimize these kinds of conflicts, there is this concept of ethics, there is this concept of right or wrong that is generally acceptable to the society, a particular action, or there is a particular action that won't be accepted by the society, or you may have severe punishments to undergo if you perform those kinds of actions. So further we see what is ethics. So ethics, like I told you, it is a philosophy. It is philosophical reflections that we see here. It is not matter of science because it has got to do with the norms of the society that are there for which would govern the human conduct. It is a science because it follows certain sort of logical reasoning, because of which people are able to control their urges. And it defines what is right or wrong. It tells you about an action which is going to be right or wrong under certain scenarios. So, ethics, just remember that it is more about how do you control people's actions so that the total breakdown of the society doesn't take place. The human conduct is controlled through ethics. So if we talk about the view of Alexander Skutch also, he says that ethics is an effort of harmonization to mitigate the conflicts in our relationships, and it is a study of the impulse that leads to this endeavor, the method it employs, and the phenomena to which it gives rise. So an effort to harmonization is conscious, or unconscious effort to harmonization is there, because without such process of harmonization, no human societies can survive and mitigate conflicts. So that is very important. For this, some sort of regulations are required, some sort of norms or behaviors are required, and ethics deals with these principles that suggest norms. So, it tells you more about morality. It tells you more about norms which are required so that the total process of harmonization, the total process of mitigating conflicts can take place. So, further we see what is business ethics. So, business ethics, it focuses on what constitutes right or wrong behavior in the world of business. Corporate business executives, they have the responsibility to their shareholders, their employees, to make decisions that will help their business makes profit. But in doing so, business people also have a responsibility to the public to and themselves to maintain ethical principles. So basically, what is business ethics? Business ethics is basically the application of ethics in businesses, basically. So when a business is being responsible to its various stakeholders, the various stakeholders being the general public, its own employees, the various shareholders, the various suppliers. When the business, when the organization, it aims at being responsible towards these various parties, when it counts for its actions, when it thinks twice before taking a decision whether that action would be liked by these parties or not, then it is called as business ethics. Then we say that the business is trying to practice ethical practices, right? So that is what is business ethics. So furthermore, although ethics must provide moral guidelines, individuals must apply these guidelines in making decisions. Ethics that applies to businesses is not a separate theory of ethics. Like I was telling you, it is an application of ethics to various business situations. Although all people have ethical responsibilities, higher ethical standards are imposed upon professionals who, lie down social models, such as physicians, to business people, basically, because these are the people on whom the society is having a closer view, or who the society, who the lower businessmen, who the general public is trying to admire. So when we talk about business ethics, we try to make the businesses preach practices which can be laid down as examples in front of everyone. So when a physician or when a doctor says that the treatment is going to be there for you free of cost also because you require this aid at this time, he is practicing ethics. He is doing an action which would be liked by the society more. He is doing an action which everyone would say is a good action, which the society would basically appreciate. However, when we see that the doctor, in order to extract his fees, in order to pull out a good amount of money, is not providing proper cure to the patients, is not treating the patient well because he doesn't have those funds, then we say that that doctor is not ethical. He is not fair in in his dealings with his patients. So business ethics is basically the application of ethics to various business situations. So when we say that in order to get a contract, the businessman, he paid bribery to someone in order to get that contract with himself, then we say that that particular organization doesn't have any ethical, or doesn't have any moral values, right? So that is what is business ethics. Further, we see what is business ethics. So, like I was telling you, it is the application of general ethical ideas to business behavior. It is based on the principle of integrity, fairness, concentrates on the benefits to various stakeholders, both internal and external. Now, who are the internal stakeholders? Internal stakeholders are the people who are directly linked to the organization, like the organization's own employees, and the external stakeholders to all the various other parties, like other parties being the shareholders, like the customers, the raw material suppliers, the general public. So these are all the external stakeholders. So business ethics is basically the application of ethics in business scenarios wherein its decisions would impact all these people in a positive way. So stakeholders include those individuals and groups without which the organization does not have an existence. It includes shareholders, creditors, employees, customers, dealers, vendors, government, and the society. So what is not business ethics? Just remember what is not business ethics. Ethics is different from religion. Remember, it is not religion. It is not synonymous to law. Ethical standards, they are different from cultural states. It is different from what I feel, and it is not science in the strictest sense of term. And ethics is not just a collection of values. It is the application of those values. It is the application of things that the society would say is just or unjust, right or wrong, fair or unfair, good or bad. So it can be that various religions, they have tried to preach about ethics in their own ways, but then ethics is different from religion. Ethics is different from law. How is ethics different from law? Ethics is a legal action and an ethical action. They are two separate things. Now how do I say that? How do I say that ethical actions and legal actions, they're two different things? When I say that, uh, you know uh, uh, to give you a simple example, a real life example, let's say I have an emergency patient in my car, and I just crossed the traffic light, with that patient in my car. I just ignore the red traffic light and I pass the signal as it is. I am doing an action that is illegal because crossing the street at the red light, no one would allow me. The traffic police would definitely fine me for that. So that's an illegal action. But when I say I have an emergency patient, I am trying to save someone's life, and that's why I am ignoring the red light. So what do you people think? Would the police, would the traffic police ignore me, pardon me for this? Yes, definitely. They would say that yes, she's doing a right job. She's taking a patient who's in a critical scenario. She's trying to save a life. So saving a life here is more important as compared to obeying the traffic rules there. So that's why I say that an ethical action is different from a legal action. These are two different things. So similarly, cultural traits are different from ethical standards. Ethics is different from what I personally feel about something. It is not science, and it is not just a collection of values. say that how corporations they observe ethics. So there are various organizations like SEBI, CII. There are certain organizations that represent corporation issue codes of best practices and enjoin their members to observe them. Similarly, all high-rated B schools like IIMs and even our schools, they teach they instruct people, they instruct the upcoming businessmen as to what is business ethics. They tell about what is corporate social responsibility, what is corporate governance in the curriculum. Like in our outline, course outline also, I was briefing you that we'll be covering all these topics in detail. So they tell us as to how to conduct an ethical audit in the organization. So this is how the organizations they observe ethics in their own organizations. Further, so to sum up this lecture, what is business ethics? Business ethics is basically the application of ethics in real life scenarios. So we practice those business policies, those things that would keep us away from those controversial subjects. We would like to take a stand which the society would generally accept, right? So over here we would be having a discussion on certain topics like what is insider trading, bribery, discrimination, social responsibility, fiduciary responsibility. And the law usually sets the tone for business ethics, providing a basic guideline that businesses cannot choose to follow to gain public approval, right? So I hope with this you are now clear with what is ethics, what is business ethics, uh, what is not business ethics, and how do corporations observe ethics in their own organizations. These are the topics that I wanted to cover. Thank you very much for your patience for all my lectures. I'm basically referring to the book that is AC Fernando. That book can be used by you people. It's easily available. So that's it for today's session. Thank you very much.